So I was going to make a few videos slowly stepping my way up to using the lathe for projects, but then something came up and it occurred to me, I bet I can make my real mower work so much better if I use the lathe just to skim a bit off of the blades, and that should help clean it up because there's a lot of rust marks on it, and kind of, it would take a lot of grinding and a lot of sharpening to get through those, I think. So then it's like, okay, I gotta get this all figured out. I recently opened this up and I found that this part actually comes apart, so you can turn these bolts and this will go side to side so you can line it up. It looks like this machine was restored at one point because there's a lot of rust underneath there, and it looks like someone just didn't know to take that apart. So whoever restored this didn't restore that, so I kind of cleaned that up, wiped a bunch of the rust away, just put a bunch of oil in there. So now you can actually turn the bolts. Before they were pretty much seized up. But now I don't know if, whoops. Now I don't know if it's really like lined up with the chuck, because it's kind of important, actually really important. I removed the stop. Oops. I'm fumbling this stuff. Look at me. I move the stop over here so I can move this out of the way, and then I can move this up to there, and so we can actually like see where it is with the chuck. Because I mean, at the end of the day, I don't care that much, but I do care a little. So I figure that looks kind of like a straight bar, straight enough at least. Well, we'll put this in there. So there's a hole in the end, and the hole looks fairly centered. So as for this, very unexact. I can look at the height of that. It's actually working really well. Okay, so I found this other piece, which seems to be straighter than the other one. I've been having some issues where it wobbles around like that, but this part is perfectly centered on the axis of rotation. Pretty good. Yeah, that's really good. So at the very least, that point right there is perfectly spinning on the axis of rotation. So that probably should be all I care about at the moment. And look at that. It's about right on the horizontal. Whenever I took this apart, I found two pieces of metal in there. Very thin pieces of metal that were cut off something. And so evidently they were used to push it up a bit to make it more straight, which is good. So a little bit over this way, a bit too much. So I'm just going to undo that. Alright, I got this side all lined up. Almost perfectly, as far as I can tell. Had to remove the little cover down here because the reels were ever so slightly scraping the bottom of this, so I probably should have checked that earlier, but either way, I have a few millimeters of clearance, so that'll be good enough. And over here, I just ever so lightly jammed this on the end. I probably shouldn't do that, but oh well. Okay, so this end definitely is not on there very well. When I put any force against the chuck, it seems to lock up really bad. I'm not sure what that would be. An awful lot of scoring in there though. So this might have been run pretty dry at one point. Nice and straight there. There's none over there. I really wish I had a, what's it called, a center rest or a, anyway. Okay, so that's, oh, it goes off the, I thought it was metric for some reason. Okay, whatever. So, I've taken the width of this and gotten the radius by taking it by half. So I can mark on the outside of this. I'm not sure if this is the right way to do it, but if I ever needed to find the center of something, I would draw a radius from the outside, and where the three intersected, that would be the middle, I think. Problem is I have that stupid little dimple that I put on there. Let's see about that. Looks nice and level there. Oh, look at that. Yes. I'm gonna move it out a little bit. Just a teeny bit. That's not bad. Now I have a bunch of these. They're the kind of odd ones at a higher angle. I think these are what they're meant for. But the problem is that smaller chuck was just too small to hold that. And so I have the bigger chuck, but that adds another like 2 inches to the thing. And my tailstock, if that's the right word, would be off of the lathe. So I was stuck with using my own ones. Oh well. And hopefully this part can keep this part straight until I figure out all that stuff. Oh, perfect. Look at that. All right, time for the moment of failure. Okay. Seems like it's actually perfectly aligned. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, this thing's having a bit of friction issues over here. Okay, so we're just going to inch it in a tiny, tiny bit. Okay, so we're getting a little bit over there. There might just be something weird going on. Ah, there we're going. We're getting it. I just realized I can see it in the reflection as if it's a cylinder. I can see the reflection right here. Oh my God. Ooh, this might have been a good idea after all. I can't believe that worked. Look at that. Nice and shiny edge. So I did a few more passes, and I'm thinking it's probably good enough because there is a full line of nice clean-ish metal, and it's not the best cut, but it goes pretty far. That one's rusted up a bit more, so that might need some more wearing down. So I'm thinking, what if I run this in reverse? I'll be careful because that's a threaded chuck. What if I went reverse? Actually, oh, this is a push one. Never mind. So I'll go forward. And here's an idea. See what that did. Cleaned up the middle a bit more. Actually, you got it quite well. Now the middle's all kind of smoothed over. Oh, and the edges have a better finish too. Because, well, it wasn't, I'm not the best, I'm still new at this. So, the finish was a bit rough, but that did clean it up a good deal. And then whatever is left, I can clean up on using abrasive chemicals on the real mower. I'm really happy with that. Well, that's the first time I've ever used the lathe for something practical, and I'm pretty happy with that. Helped clean up the rust on the outside. Otherwise, I would have had to push it a lot in the mower and slowly tighten down to grind away the metal. But I learned a lot more from doing this. And I'm not going to expect to have it fully all perfectly sharpened on the first try. But maybe a year from now, I could probably come back to this and actually hook it up right and know how to do all this stuff to where it actually would be centered and make a nice blade surface and all that. And I might have a steady rest by then. That'd be kind of cool. I would love to hear what you guys think about this. Anything I'm doing wrong, anything I could do better that would help me along, because I'm sure there's probably many things that I'm not doing very well. I'm going to do a video taking a look at this, because that would save me a lot of time in the future. I think it's just some lubricant issue. Oh well. And I'll take apart the headstock, the top part that has the chuck in front of it, and see if there's any issues with that, because that might be, you know, because like if I put any bit of force on that, it just locks up the entire lathe. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. I was under the impression that a lathe could take force that way. Like, it's not like I'm cranking down really hard, I'm just going by hand. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video, and thank you very much for watching. See ya. This thing is now my best cutting mower ever, and it works so well. It cuts more percentage of the grass that goes through it than any other mower that I have, and so that was a good idea to put it on the lathe. Really, really good. So I'm definitely going to even think about, when I get better at the lathe, maybe putting this back on and trying to clean up even more. I imagine doing that with like tungsten carbide bits would probably shatter those, but high-speed steel actually seemed to work out okay, so that's fine.